Welcome everyone, Dylan Gemelli here today with a brand new video for you. And today we are going to talk about using SARMS with an elevated or high body fat. But before we get into that, just a big, huge thank you and shout out to everybody out there supporting the channel. Thank you so much for the support, the likes, the comments, the shares. I can't thank you enough. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, like, share, feed the algorithm. We've got to do that to keep the channel growing. And I'm going to continue to produce you the best content out there possible. So, let's talk about using SARMS with a high or elevated body fat. Now, you have seen me, heard me talk about using steroids with an elevated body fat and all the dangers and how you need to avoid it, not do it, get yourself in better condition. I've talked about it ad nauseum for years and years upon years. I've done videos, podcasts, articles, forum threads. I do it daily. And I try to discourage anybody with high body fat from using steroids. And I get into all the details, and then there's several, but more or less it's the safety in terms of the side effects that you're going to be dealing with. Now, so I get the same question, well, what about SARMS? What about SARMS then? What about SARMS then? Can I use SARMS with this, I'm extremely overweight, or I need to lose X amount of weight, or this is my body fat and it's pretty damn high? Yes, the answer is yes. You absolutely can use SARMS with an elevated body fat. It is not even remotely close to the same, and that's, go watch my SARMS versus steroids video. SARMS, a lot of them are either designed to prevent muscle wastage, all right, and help you to hold on to muscle. Obviously, the more muscle you grow, the more fat you're going to lose. But then, certain ones like that aren't technically SARMS but group with SARMS, like your GW, your SR. SR is there to help fix metabolism. GW is there to fight obesity. That was part of the reasons they were even made and created. You absolutely don't have to worry about toxicity, estrogen conversion, all the things that are a big concern in general with steroid use, but especially with an elevated body fat. And obviously the recovery with SARMS is going to be much easier. You're going to be able to cycle them more often. You've got certain things like I was talking about, GW and SR, where, they're not even hormonal. You don't even need a PCT with them. MK677, you can go and look at the studies of long-term use with it and see how good it is with fat loss. It's just the next best thing to HGH. Over the long term, now obviously with 677, it's got the appetite increase initially that you've got to keep under control, and you can do a lot for that. And I'm going to talk about how to control appetite suppression in another video as well. I'm talking about foods that'll help you, keep feeling full or kind of suppress your appetite throughout the day. But remember, eating more fiber and drinking more water will help you with that as well. But anyway, that being said, you can absolutely use SARMS with an elevated body fat. Use them to your advantage to help you to lose weight at a more rapid rate, all right, in a much safer way. And people that are wanting to use steroids, I'll tell them, look, run a SARMS cycle. Get your diet fixed. Get your training consistent. The SARMS aren't going to do it by themselves. And please, please, please don't go looking for something like Clen or T3 or something even worse than that to try to help you lose the weight. That is not the way to go about it. Not only are those extremely dangerous, but something like Clen you can't use at all long term, and most people gain all the weight back and more after they discontinue using it. And then they've got all the long-term side effects that they've built up and the short ones as well and got nothing out of it. With the SARMS, you can keep that weight off in a safe way, or a lot of it off, and you can cycle them more often, and you can do it in a very, effective and a lot safer manner. And you can definitely continue to build lean muscle, which is going to in turn lose fat. So that's another thing that they possess. Something like ACP 105 or S4, those already are helping you burn fat in the process as it is. They're well known for having good fat burning properties and muscle hardening and lean muscle gain, things that you want. But yes, the answer is yes, you can. Always, no matter what I or anybody else tells you, monitor your blood work pre, mid, and post cycle, please. Just always do that and stay on top of things. Just because we all tell you something and it's safe for most people doesn't ensure that for 100% of the people that it will be. So always know that. I like to be in the know on everything and be somebody you can turn to that's going to provide you with an answer, know it split second. But I don't sit here and claim to know everything, and nobody should. And if I don't, I'm certainly not going to bullshit you on an answer like a lot of people out there will, because it's only going to get you hurt. And why? Because I have an ego? No, that's not what this is about. So just keep track of that, but understand that SARMs are going to be your friend if you're trying to lose weight, and they're going to aid you. But as long as your diet and training are consistent, don't expect these to do all the work for you, please, or you're never going to get anywhere. But they will definitely enhance things for you, and they can be your friend in here. Just don't abuse them. Make sure you got quality SARMs, and all will be good. So, that being said, stay tuned for plenty more to come. Dylan Gemelli, signing off.